Hey, what's up, guys? Did you miss me? Of course you did. I wasn't on last week. Well, I'm Ben. With me is
Bryan.
Bryan. So we're gonna get ready to kick off Week 7 pick'ems for you, but we're gonna go ahead and do Week 6 recap on your ass. Okay. First thing first. Are the Falcons any good? What do you think, Bryan?
Man, like I talked myself, like I said, like you pretty much talked me out of fucking picking them because I had the Falcons pick last week, and you're like, Vikings are at home. I was like, well, they don't have Cook, so like, well, I guess that's a pretty good, pretty good talking point. So I was like, yeah, I'll take the Vikings, man. And then I was like, motherfucker, the whole time.
Well, who's this? I mean, come on. It's still the Falcons, though.
I know it's the
I
Falcons.
mean, in
The whole
hindsight,
time,
I'd probably still will have picked the Vikings.
the whole time when
No,
I
it's a
was
bad
had
choice.
that huge lead, I'm like, any minute now, there's going to be a collapse. And the Vikings started coming back on them, but it was just too little, too
I know.
late.
I thought that they were going to come back to it. I was like, yep. Yeah, they were going to blow that lead just like they always do.
Yeah, was
So
it?
the answer to that question is resound fuck no. The Vikings are just fucking terrible.
They're both terrible,
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
horrible.
Uh, surprise of the week, I guess. The Broncos upsetting the Patriots. It's a pretty low
Well,
scoring game.
well, it wasn't really necessarily the Broncos. It was basically Brandon McManus, the kicker, destroying them, and
Field goal city.
the defense. Even though their defense is battered and bruised and injury ridden, they still got pressure on Cam and made him look horrible. So I mean, I'm happy. Don't get me
So
wrong. I
they
picked the Patriots, but I'm glad I
are
was
they
wrong.
glad that Drew Lock's back? They got excited about his
Yeah,
leadership and they started
yeah.
playing better, even though he did throw 2 picks. Um, but maybe his leadership kind of helped them win
Yeah,
all around. Maybe
he poor decisions towards the end of the game by throwing into double coverage and getting picked off twice, back to back, one for a pick six and one just for a regular reception. But um, defense definitely kept them in that game and kept it to where they, saved them pretty much. And Brandon McManus kicking was unbelievable. Um, but yeah, like, and then they got rid of Blake Broyles, and then they just re-signed him again. So it's like, what the heck? Make up your mind, guys.
in out, boards.
Swear my life.
So I mean, this is a crazy week. I had my picks and I only had 6 right, so I did fucking atrociously.
I did not. I had 9 right.
But as we've mentioned before, we'll mention it again. These are just our opinions, our picks. It's not like we're super professionals and you should go fucking Vegas and put your money on all of our picks. We're not saying that. Don't do that. You guys take too much stock in those other analysts too that are more wrong than we are most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, looking back. I mean, I'm not trying to toot my horn with the Dolphins, but like everyone picking the Jags over the Dolphins, everyone picking the 49ers over the Dolphins. Like I admit, I picked the 49ers too because I didn't think we were going to have a chance beating them with Jimmy G back and all them guys on offense back. Like I didn't think we were going to stand a chance, but our defense has really, 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 really come alive in the last few weeks.
Well, that's also proof that Jimmy G, after every injury, comes back just terrible. Like beginning of the season last season, after being sidelined the year before prior, he was doing terrible. Our run game helped us out, and we established that. And our defense was amazing. Obviously, we lost pretty much all our fucking defense, except
Yeah,
for a
like
couple
what,
guys.
66 players on IR or something like that.
We have a total 18 on IR. That's
But
the
I mean,
most
like
in the league.
66 different players or whatever for like the turnaround. I can't remember what it was. Somebody made a point of talking about it or whatever.
I don't know.
But
It's all
then
right.
all the Patriot fans were fucking saying, "Oh, but COVID and we have like people opt out and for COVID and everything." It's like so did half the other fucking the NFL franchises. Like, what's your fucking excuse? Like, the Titans freaking all had COVID. They had 17 players on IR for freaking COVID or whatever, and they come back and dominated. Well, I wouldn't say dominated. Well, I guess they killed the Bills, but like this last week, that was a pretty tough game that they come back to win against the Texans. But like, they didn't use that as an excuse.
Oh, speaking of that, a close game between the Texans and Titans is a division rivalry. Folks, don't fucking look too much into it as the Titans becoming weaker. They're always going to play them hard. I just see the Titans kind of making a long run in the playoffs again. They're just Derrick Henry's fucking King Henry for a reason. He fucking mandled Norman, tossed him like a little bitch. And this last game he ran with fucking over 200 rushing yards. Just 200 rushing yards. The guy's a fucking machine.
212 yards, and he's like, I could have did better. Like, he was mad that he didn't get the ball more. Like, that's, yeah. I mean, but every time you run, though, you're running risk of getting hurt, and I mean, I don't know. I'm not making any sense right now, but like, just like him coming out of Alabama, everyone's like, oh, Alabama players don't really transition well in the NFL. Well, that was proven wrong on that part.
Yeah, well, I mean, the running backs usually do, but the quarterbacks do not.
Yeah, but Trent Richardson, he didn't turn out worth the shit.
Well, I mean, you can't go by every single player. There's always going to be a bust here and there from somewhere. They ain't going to turn out to be shit. That's just the way the game goes.
But he was really good in college, though. I know he played really well for the Alabama Crimson Tide. So.
Oh, okay. Also, Packers are shit. You're shit. I realized I wanted to look back and I was like, how do the Packers look so great? Aaron Rodgers was ripping shit up. And then I realized that the strongest team that they played against was New Orleans. And that was a Michael Thomas-less New Orleans. So, and then the rest has been kind of cake because the division sucks.
Yeah.
And then they just got fucking trounced, man. Jamal Williams shouldn't have talked any fucking shit about old TB12 not knowing when the fourth down is. I get it. That's still funny, and I laughed, and he should have known fourth down was. But whatever, you probably should have shut the fuck up, bud, because you guys got fucking destroyed by him.
Yeah, I think that was more motivation or whatever. When people, like, I don't understand the whole concept of talking shit on players or different teams or whatever players and stuff, because it just always 99% of the time, it always comes back to bite you in the ass.
Bites them in the ass.
So, also, the Browns are who we thought they were. They got shit stomped. I talked to myself. I had the Steelers picked. And I'm like, you know what? I think the Browns are doing pretty good. Nope. Fucked myself again. There was 2 fucking losses that I should have had wins on. I should have went 12 or 11 wins this week. But fucking screwed myself.
Yeah. Browns are still going to be, I don't know.
But they could do nothing.
The Steelers do have one of the best defenses in the league, so you can't they'll fucking. But now they lost Devin Bush.
Yeah, that was a horrible.
That might be a fucking. I don't think that's going to be too much of a hole in the game. It's only one guy. They got a loaded ass roster on the defense. Surprising.
We do have the
surprising. Game. What?
Titans versus Steelers undefeated, so that's gonna be a hell of a game to watch this week.
Surprising win by Niners beating the Rams. It was pretty much dominating. The final score doesn't show it as bad, but it was pretty well dominating. I mean, our defense is just got fucking hardly anybody. We got a lot of people lost to IR. Pretty weak. It should have been a win for the Rams handedly, I felt. I picked the Rams to beat.
Yeah, I picked the Rams too.
My team, surprisingly, I don't know. I don't know what to make. I'm pretty sure that we're gonna have a hell of a long stretch because we got a lot of good games and we're still gonna be down a lot of good players. And I don't see a good end to this year for us. Sucks, but It's the way she goes when you lose everybody to fucking injuries.
It's like I was telling you, dude. You should have never talked your team up so much during the offseason. We were talking so much shit. Fucking 49's going to be undefeated. Going to go to the Super Bowl. So again, I know you didn't say that, but you said you're going to win the division for sure. And like we both thought they were going to, but injuries.
Well, I mean, I said that about the Chiefs too, and look at them. They didn't fucking lose anybody.
Yeah. They gained. They gained more.
Now they got fucking Le'Veon Bell. Now, everybody that watches it, they're always going to say, but Le'Veon Bell didn't do shit on the Jets. It's the fucking Jets for one. They're fucking trash, and their coach is fucking dumb as fuck that shouldn't have a job. He never utilized them right. Throw him some passes in the backfield, too. If they can't, you got to fucking cycle the run and the pass. You got to fucking cycle him in it. He's a good running back and pass catcher back. You got to utilize the shit out of him.
Gase, like my definition of Gase, it's 3rd and 12. Let's do the bubble screen for 3 yards.
Yeah, but it wasn't the fucking Bell. They'd throw in Frank Gore or fucking Jameson Crowder.
No disrespect to Frank Gore. I mean, he deserves better than that.
Oh, Frank Gore is amazing. But, you can't let him, throw him out to the Wolves and the end of his career, the fucking wheel routes and shit.
All he has to do is go to the Patriots next year to complete the cycle for the AFC East.
Yeah. He's going to come back for a little bit to retire as a Niner. Probably won't play any games, so he'll just make a day of it being a Niner. I hope so. Frank Gore should definitely retire as a Niner for sure, and I know Niners fans would like that too.
Started with the 49ers, went to the Colts, then Bills, Dolphins, Jets. Right?
Yeah, he's bounced around the league.
Or was it Dolphins and Bills? I can't remember.
It was the Dolphins, then the Bills, then the Jets.
That's right. You're right. And then we also have Fitzpatrick's no longer going to be the starter this year. We're going to have Tua Tagovailoa coming in after the bye, so that will be interesting. A lot of different reports or whatever saying that Ryan Fitzpatrick was just like blown away by it or whatever, like completely shocked and upset because he didn't realize he was going to get beat out or whatever for the starting position. But from what I've gathered from a lot of the groups that I'm in, I mean, this is all on Facebook, on the internet, so you don't really know if it's true or not. But from what I gathered was that no matter what the record was and no matter how good Fitzpatrick was doing, the plan from the get-go was no matter what, after the bye, Tua starts. So we'll see.
I mean, when you run into that, there's positive negatives out of that. If you're not looking to do winning, obviously winning out and being competitive in your division, I guess to stop the hot hand to start your rookie, that's a negative to me. Yeah. Positive of it is obviously you're getting more game time for your rookie to have some games under his belt before going in the next season.
But he will be the starter next season. I don't think
but when you're not going to win, you're also risking losing him as your franchise quarterback, getting injured. So,
but I mean, it could be one of either things. Texans keep losing. We're going to have 2 first-round draft picks. So let's say Tua gets injured week 10 or 11 or whatever, like career-ending injury. We have 2 first-round draft picks to give to whoever gets that number 1 pick to go get Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, but what are you going to do? Cycle backup quarterbacks or rookie quarterbacks? Who's going to back up Trevor? Tua? Then you're going to have 2.
He was injured for
you're going to have 2 green guys. Obviously, Fitzpatrick's going to go somewhere else where they're going to want him. So then you got 2 rookies and you got nobody to learn after the other.
Oh, I'm sure somebody will bring somebody, some old timer come in.
I mean, Tua could come out lights out, but I'm just saying you're running into the risk of. I think there's more negatives to wear into the positives here.
Oh, I know. I'm nervous. I'm not gonna kid, like, because I've been talking a lot of shit to you, like, oh, Tua's gonna light it up, and now I'm like, fuck. I was hoping I could wait till next season to find out. Nope,
Yeah.
it's coming. I
I
can't stop
mean,
it anymore.
maybe like fucking weeks 15 or 16
That's what
full
I was
in two
thinking.
games, you know.
That's what I was thinking was gonna
This
happen.
this early in it, you have more of the end of the season where people are starting to really dial in on the playoff runs. They're gonna play harder, and then you're running the risk of injury. And
And yeah,
I
and the
mean,
fact that the defense
you're
plays
damned
really
if you do, damned if you don't. But I'd like it probably for me, I guess you'd want like the ending weeks, weeks 15 and 16, where all the people that have the bids on a playoff contention, and then they start putting in their backups. So they're saving their guys for the playoff runs.
well. I'm
I don't know,
also
but what I know, armchair quarterback, right? Because
yeah.
no fan can ever have a fucking opinion and say shit without jackass zero that has no comeback for it. It's like, well, it's a good thing you're not GM. It's a good thing you're not armchair quarterback. It's like, shut
Yeah,
the fuck up. People got opinions. That's what
I'll have
fucking being a fan is all about.
and also the reason why I'm thinking too, I'm hoping that won't happen, but I'm thinking there will probably be a ramp up in COVID, and they're probably going to either pause the season or potentially cancel it. I fucking hope that doesn't happen, but there's a possibility. So maybe they were thinking too, like, well, if this COVID shit keeps going up, like he won't have any experience playing games or whatever if they cancel the season, like week 9 or 10 or whatever. Like he won't have any games under his belt, and we're just gonna throw him to the wolves week 1 next at
I
2021.
doubt they're going to cancel. We've already come this far. There's already been a lot of outbreaks. I doubt they're going to cancel it. They've already had a lot of outbreaks in other sports that they never canceled. So I don't foresee it
They also
canceling.
had
If
that
you,
bubble teams pretty much. Like they weren't allowed to go anywhere and kept in quarantine all the time. So like I don't think they could do that to football players because obviously a couple of players fucking got caught sneaking chicks into their fucking hotel rooms and shit, getting in trouble for doing that. So I don't know.
Cowboys fans, give up on your season. You're done. You're fucking done. You guys fucking suck. Terrible.
I can't believe it.
Terrible.
I saw a fucking thing. Everyone else, the Eagles, Redskins, and Giants all have one game win, and I've never thought in my life could be week 7 and the team with 2 wins is leading the division. And that's the Cowboys.
You guys lost your fucking franchise quarterback. It's done for the fucking season, which does suck. That's a terrible injury. Prescott was on a fucking run. He did great.
And then you got
Wasn't
a
on Prescott's fault of why you guys suck. Your defense is fucking horrible and trash. Now
yeah.
Ezekiel Elliott's fucking trash. Guy can't even hold on to a fucking ball.
Butterfinger Ezekiel Elliott.
You hear that reporter on the sideline? She goes, I interviewed Ezekiel last week and I asked him about the fumbling the ball, and he said that he was never gonna fumble for the rest of the season. And then she goes, I guess you're wrong, Elliott. And I laughed my ass off about it. And I was like, ha ha ha. And then he fucking fumbled the exact next play, too. The
No,
next play that he got the ball. It's like you fumble fucking twice. Go back to basics, man. Pretend it's a girl that you're gonna beat the shit out of. You might be able to
he's kicking
strangle
the
her
shit
and
out of
hold
somebody.
on
And
to her tight.
yeah, hold on, that motherfucker. That's
We're
not good.
probably gonna get some flack about that. You don't talk about running back beating. That's not even cool at all.
We apologize. We're not in any way, shape, or form fucking glorifying fucking.
Yeah, don't fucking go beat your girl, man.
battery
We
or whatever.
don't glorify fucking domestic abuse. It was just a
No,
joke. Because obviously he had
well,
domestic
we can't. It's
problems in his
2020, dude.
past.
We can't joke in 2020 anymore. People don't
Yeah.
find anything funny.
If you're all up in your feelings about a joke, we don't fucking condone domestic violence. But if you're all up in your feelings and upset about it, go fuck yourself. Really.
In the ass.
Quit crying. Quit crying. Don't be a pussy. Or a pussat.
But hi.
Uh really, that's pretty much it. I mean, those are the kind of surprising, non-surprising games. Few of them in there. The rest were just horseshit. The Giants and the no-name skins was horseshit. I think that's pretty well it for this week 6 recap. Shitty picks on my end. Shitty picks on Bryan's end. Not as shitty as mine. But that's it for the week 6 recap. Now we're going to start giving you guys our week 7 picks. Picking them. Pick who you want to win. Fuck, comment on those videos. Let's get it out. All right, guys. We'll see you.
Subscribe. Hit the notification bell.
Yes. Subscribe. Fucking where the fuck you guys go? We're the same. We're the same people. The same people. Like and subscribe. Comment. Follow. Whatever the fuck. Go fuck yourselves. Hey guys, if you liked what you saw, go ahead and subscribe. Find it. You should be able to find it. I shouldn't have to tell you where it is.
Just search for the Ben and Bryan Show on YouTube or at the B&B Sports Show podcast on Facebook. We have a Twitter account, and that's also the Ben and Bryan Show, but we don't really use that right now. But
it's seldom used.
Yeah. But if you like what you saw on our latest video, you should probably like one of these, this, down here, over there, wherever. Just click on that and continue.
Where the fuck it is. Please subscribe and like. View the rest of our videos. We are your favorite rated R sports guys.
And if you don't, go fuck yourself.